Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, I have a question for you. We're going to watch a clip, of course. As always, this is the Hoggcast. But we have a question for you. And that question is, could Canadian police get any worse? That is the question. If you're a regular viewer, like a lot of you are, and big up to my regular, small, but regular viewership, I value you more than you know. I'm not a big cat in the game like Tim Pool or whatever, liberal hive mind. I love their work, I love what they do. I'm subscribed to their channels, but I'm small fry, but I have a small but dedicated viewership, and I love you for that. So I want you, my viewers, to, when you watch this clip, ask yourself, could Canadian police get any worse? Especially if you watched my last video where they blockaded a small rural church. Rona cops. Ridiculous. So let's watch this clip of some of Canada's finest. It reminds me of ants. You know when ants rip apart a centipede or a millipede or a grasshopper? They all descend on the grasshopper and they just pull it apart. That's what this reminds me of. So let's watch this clip, let's get into it. But if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and if you've got a moment, share this video around to social media, your friends and that lot. It would really help this small channel get some traction, especially as YouTube has sectioned off independent commentary channels such as ours. Okay, let's go.
They're choking him! Fight the dude! Dude! Why are you choking him? We don't want to do the fucking bike! What? Wow! Why is he choking him? Can we get rid of 2? Fuck that. Dude, that's not... Yeah. That is not okay. Why is he choking him? Can we get rid of 2? Fuck that. Dude, that's not okay. Why is he choking him? 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 Why is he choking h Can we? Yeah, I'm gonna dip too. Yeah. That is not okay. Fucking choke.
So that was a clip. We'll watch it again. There's some points I want to make. So let's watch again. That really pissed me off. It really did, right? My support, because I used to back the blue almost religiously, but my support has caved completely. I still respect the fact that a civilized society to some degree has to have authority, but we've gone past it. We are now into the realm of left-wing authoritarians who think that because they are the police, they are the law. So anything that they do must therefore be lawful, including what you just saw. There's a number of things that concerned me. So let's watch again and I'll point out the things that concerned me. They probably concerned you too. You know. So let's look. So the first thing is yes, they are choking him. Keep an eye on him because he's not resisting. He's not punching out or kicking out or anything like that. Okay, so keep an eye on him.
Why are you choking him?
And now we have a police officer punching a restrained man. The man's not lashing out. He's not. Bear in mind, this is a human being. He's not a crash dummy. When you punch somebody, when you choke the life out of them so they've got no air, they're not a crash dummy. They're not just going to lay there like a prone crash dummy. So for the man, and I don't know what he done, that is beside the point. We have innocence until proven guilty. We should have. We used to. But for him to show the restraint he does, even though he's being punched, kneed, and strangled, essentially, this, in my opinion, is worse than the whole Chauvin, Minneapolis, Floyd situation. In my opinion. That's just my opinion.
What? Why is he choking him?
This is the other thing. This is the next thing that worried me. This fucking idiot here, right, twisted the man's head. Bearing in mind, he's stuck on the floor, prone. He's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on him, holding his legs, body, abdomen, torso down, face that, like, body down. He was face down. The punchy idiot then grabs the man's head and twists it almost into the opposite direction. What do you think that would do to someone? What an idiot. This is what happens when a government like Trudeau, when a society like Canada has sleepwalked into worshipping ultimate authority. You always comply, you never question, you never debate, you never think for yourself, you never have an independent thought or even an opinion. You just mindlessly follow the government or their apparatchiks, which is essentially what these have become. This is not protect and serve. The video I did last time on the Canadian church, if you haven't yet, I think it was my last video, I just did it a couple of days ago. They blockaded a church in rural Canada. This is Montreal. So this is a city, quite a big city in Canada. So they're blockading churches, and now they're twisting the head off of people on the floor. Let's go back and watch again. He literally almost twists the head off of him, right? Let's go back and watch that bit again. So his head's down here, he's laying face down. Here's the hero here, this guy thinks he's real tough. Keep an eye on his head and the angle in which it gets twisted.
Is he choking him?
See, so that's when the guy kind of goes, ow, and grabs his hand. And then they're all like, oh, stop resisting, stop resisting. You almost twisted the man's head off. You almost snapped his neck. Like, watch again. He's laying completely still, prone, not fighting or kicking out. He only tries to grab the man's arm when he twists his head into an unnatural angle. Watch again.
Yeah. That is not okay.
So, to the police, similar things like this have been happening in Britain, Canada, well, this is Canada, Australia, Germany, Sweden, the United States. The public perception of the police is in the toilet. And you know what? It's not anything to do with what happened in Minneapolis. Let's say you could take out the whole Floyd Chauvin Minneapolis situation and erase it from history. Let's say it never happened. Let's say Floyd is still alive doing his thing in Minneapolis, right? Let's say none of it ever happened. The way that they've behaved since the whole Rona bug situation started over a year ago. Think of everything we've seen, everything we've heard. You can take the Floyd Chauvin Minneapolis situation straight out of it, and the public perception of the police would still be in the gutter. Because protect and serve has gone out the window. Something happened with the whole Rona situation and how mindlessly compliant people have been. Something's happened, right? Something's changed. There's something in the air that's changed. Because this type of thing used to be rare. Now it's commonplace. Not just in one country, but across what we used to call Western civilization. To think Canada was a country I used to want to go to. I thought Canada was going to be our last refuge. I really did. For Western society, for Western civilization, for Western customs, culture, tradition. How wrong was I? This is what I'm saying. I know leftists are quite naive, they're the sheeple, they're the gullible ones, but the people who pull their strings, the globalists, the people who the real big shots, the big shot globalists, never underestimate them. They are ruthless, they are smart, and they have sinister ambitions. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there because we're getting past the scope of this video now. But let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Remember the question I asked you. I'd love to hear what you think is the answer to that. Let me know again down in the comment section down below. If you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video around. There's little icons, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms. It'll just share the video straight to them. If you've got a moment, that would really help me out. Hopefully we can start growing this small community we have here, and thank you very much for being a part of that community. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you could. I know it's not exactly you know, like soft, easy viewing. But I hope you learned something, at least. I hope you saw things from a different angle, which is why I created this channel. But I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.